Joining us now is Minnesota Senator and former presidential candidate Amy Klobuchar. Senator, thank you so much for spending some time with us this morning. We really do appreciate it. Always good to see you. And I know that you supported that a woman of color be the VP selection by Joe Biden. Now, this is not only a historic moment for the Democratic Party, but the nation as well. What do you believe that this moment means?
First of all, Kamala is my friend, so I've got to look at it that way first. And a lot of times when people run against each other, they go farther apart. Sometimes people don't even speak to each other after. And she and I became close friends. We had a lot of fun together, and we grew to respect each other. And so I got to talk to her yesterday. She is going to be a wonderful candidate, but most importantly, a wonderful vice president. And in terms of the moment, Robin, yes, it's historic. It's historic because for so long, women of color have been, as the movie once said, hidden figures behind the scenes, building the rockets, doing the work, and then not always getting that limelight. And that changed yesterday when Joe Biden made this historic decision. I also think you're living at a time like no other with when you have the immigrants and the women of color, the African Americans, who have been so hit by this pandemic. When you look at the numbers, their rates of dying and their rates of being on the front line, doing those essential worker jobs, way over their weights, double, triple, quadruple sometimes in some of the states. And at the same time, you have this national movement over the murder of George Floyd in my state. So all of this comes together to make Kamala such a great candidate. And just, we need someone with experience. We need someone who can work side by side with Joe Biden and truly govern, and that's Kamala Harris.
What kind of challenge do you think that she poses to the Trump campaign in this race?
I think that she poses a challenge of being really smart and really tough, and someone who's not going to take their grief, and is someone who is going to simply do the work and go out there. And they're going to try to throw stuff at her last night instead of just welcoming her to the race. That's what leaders do, right? They say, look, welcome to the race. That's not what happened with the President of the United States. He started calling her names, those names that he has used against so many women during his presidency, nasty and angry and those kinds of things. And to me, that just shows what kind of guy he is. But what you're now going to see today when Joe Biden stands with my friend Kamala, you're going to see what kind of woman she is. And that's someone of strength, someone of empathy, someone who loves her family, loves her husband. I think you're just going to see something that's going to make any attacks that Donald Trump makes against her just be washed away by the goodness of this decision and the goodness of our next president, Joe Biden.
As you said, Senator, there has been criticism already of Kamala Harris, and many feel that some of the remarks have been sexist, something that you had to deal with during the primary. So how do you feel that that perhaps will be a factor in the coming months?
I think it's going to happen all the time. All of us have faced it. As I said in one of the presidential debates, if this was so easy, you could play a game called Name Your Favorite Woman President, or maybe Name Your Favorite Woman Vice President. You can't play that game because there's never been one. And a lot of that is because women are held to different standards in politics. And a lot of things that people said seem innocent, but a lot of times they really go at things that get in people's heads. And I think the Biden campaign has handled this so well, rolling out this tremendous woman yesterday as the candidate. I don't think they're going to let this happen. We've learned a lot over Hillary's election. We've learned a lot when she was running for Senate, and then what happened to her when she was running for president. We have learned a lot. And I think you already see a whole force of women and men standing up for Kamala Harris, and that's what's going to take. But again, I don't want all of that to lose this moment, not just the historic moment, African-American, Indian-American woman on the ticket, but also who she is and the fact that she's on the Intelligence Committee and has done, I've seen it behind closed doors, not just in public. She's going to be able to work on foreign policy the moment she hits the White House. She's going to be able to work on justice issues with the work we've done together on the Judiciary Committee.
all of her qualifications. Senator, thank you so much, and we'll see Kamala Harris with Joe Biden later today for the first time together. But we appreciate your time, as always. Please take care.
Thanks, Robin.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.